Hey everybody, it's May. Today I'm back to show you all the new 7x9 Plum Paper neutral planners and the 9 kit options I have in the shop with the sizing and the way they look in the planner. So if that seems interesting, just stay tuned. Okay guys, so the first thing that we're going to look at is the kit that will go into the Plum Paper Monthly. It is pretty much the exact same kit that I was already offering in the shop. So you have this page right here with the labels, larger labels, 2 monthly boxes, where you can write in your holidays on these types of stitch labels, your date squares, and then a Sunday start. The exact same sheet, sheet A, but in a Monday start. Then you have the sheet B with your expense trackers, bill dues, a couple of scripts, washi on the side that I use in the dashboard pages for the notes page and for the dashboard side, some labels, a few icons, and your sidebar. And then sheet C is everything that was going to be on the monthly add-on. I have it on sheet C. You have the labels to put into the dashboard, and then you have an open box that's plain with the decorative pattern paper behind it. You have some circle dots, and then you have your icons, a couple of scripts, and goal 1, 2, and 3 that are straight. Then you have the same page, C2, or is it C1? I don't know. We'll find out in the shop. It's the habit tracker, but the exact same sheet. Then sheet D is your monthly washi to cover up the boxes that you don't need to use that month. And then sheet E and F are the circles. People wanted me to leave these in the option for the monthly kit. I didn't think that with the change in the monthly kit that people would want the circles. So sheet F is the new neutral sizing, because there are no circles and you'll need it a little bit smaller. And then sheet E will actually fit the circles if you have the colorful or modern planner. I found out that Plum Paper did not change the sizing on the colorful planners, you guys, and they left the old dashboard. The only new sizing and the dashboards are only in the neutral planners, from what I understand. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm being told. The thing is, guys, is all of my kits for Plum Paper are sized for the neutral planner. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and look at the month the first planner that I purchased, which was the daily in the 7x9. Of course, you have your mini months and they're nice and blank. I'm just going to walk through the beginning of the planner for this first one, and then we're just going to go right into what do the kits look like now, and what would they look like in the planner. So you have your mini months where you have the days, the months of the year listed out with absolutely no color. Love it. Then you have mini months that are blank for you to use for your ideas, no plans and goals. You have a nice blank page before your monthly divider, and then you have a monthly divider with only the name of the month written out. Of course, there are white tabs now in the neutral planner. I'm going kind of fast, guys, because I really went through this in pretty much detail in the other video about the large. I'm going to skip the February because I've already got a monthly in the planner. So this is the dashboard layout. This is all dot grid up in this area now. You have a nice checklist, and then 2 blank areas, and your monthly notes page. So then when you switch into the month, the only things I did was I added the U.S. holidays, a page protector in the back, and that was it, guys. I left it standard, but took out all the color. That's all I did. So if it said priorities or to do or today, whatever Plum Paper put in those areas in the actual weekly section, like today's schedule, to do, top priorities, whatever Plum Paper designed the planner saying, that's what mine reflect. And that's usually the scripts that I give you verbatim in the kits that go with the planner, in case you didn't alter them either. Okay, so this is a look at the daily section. And you have your top priorities section here. You have a to-do list, real nice. You have a daily gratitude box. You have your meals, is what they call it. You can always, a lot of people customize it to say whatever they want. A lot of times people just actually customize it to be blank. Down here is your notes section, and it just repeats. So this is your Thursday. So it goes straight from the month into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, is there a notes page at the end of the week? I should have probably checked. No, there is not. So it just goes day after day. And then when you get to the end of the month, I guess because of the way, oh, we're going to have a leap year this year, guys. Yes. So on the 29th of February, you have your notes page right here. And then, of course, on the back, let's see in March. Is there a daily on the front side? No, it looks like it's going to be a blank page on the end of each month.
Okay, I found this on the web.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, she scared the dickens out of me. No, when I turn to April, the last day of the month is the 30th, right? And then you just have the notes page on the back. So I guess it just depends on how it falls. So let's go ahead and look at that monthly kit in the planner. Like I said, the sizing for the monthly itself, woo, giving you a sneak peek, right? This is the monthly section. Now I didn't put the free scripts in here that say 2023 or 2024 and the name of the month, but they come with anyone who purchases a monthly kit or at least sheet A, because that's all you really need it on is sheet A. It comes free that way. Now Plum Paper, I was giving scripts for the dashboard page. Ooh, my nails are too long, y'all. I've got to go get that taken care of. To go up in here. I'm not offering that. I'm offering January through December 2023, 2024 as a free script, a little sheet of scripts to come with your monthly. In the Plum Paper or in any other planner, when you look in the shop under the monthly section, you can either do it sheet by sheet, full kit option for Sunday start with the plain box, Sunday start for the habit tracker, same thing for Monday in both ways, and then you get the full kit option. Underneath of there is also extra scripts. So if you're wanting that freebie script, I'm going to give you at least one of. If you're wanting an additional sheet, you can ask for it there in the listing. So this is the way the monthly in the 7x9 turned out. This is where I put in the extra washi and I cut it to the days I didn't need. The date squares work perfect. Sidebar literally stops right down here at the bottom. Monthly box fits. The labels are good. Expense trackers, everything works perfect in the monthly section. It really did not change at all, except for the way I laid it out on the sheets now, but the sizing for the monthly and the neutral 7x9 stayed exactly the same. So now this is the dashboard page. So like I said, on the sides of the strips, I go ahead and I just use this washi right here along the top. Now this was sized for the Colorful Planners dashboard that had the longer line down here. But since it's still on the sheet, because some people are still using the Colorful Planner, this box has increased from the size that it was, because up here was the circles, and down here was, you know, underneath of this long line was where I put a habit tracker. I took that out, and guys, I have deleted that file. I could get it back. If you're really, really after it, it'll be an add-on, because the sheet is set up, either sheet C1 or C2 is set up for the neutral dashboard. So here are where the smaller circles are, and if you did the colorful, then you could use sheet E and the circles could go there. These lines are still the exact same length, and you get the words events, birthdays, and projects, and 3 blank, and you also get this long strip right here that does fit perfectly in the Colorful Planner. I do not have Colorful Planners anymore to even show you guys. I am sorry. So since this is sized for the Colorful Planner over here, but it is still in your sheet for those who are using the circle still in the colorful, you will have to center it in the neutral on the notes page. That's the only deal. And I believe you have to do that in the colorful as well. So this is what it looks like on the dashboard, and then of course your monthly. So let's go ahead and take a look real quick at the kit that I came up with for the daily. So I tried to condense it down to not so many sheets, and you could literally be able to pick and choose what you like. So we'll flip this over to a blank one for while we're going through the kit. Sheet A is your top header washies, which would go along the top here. It's all 7. You get 3 choices with 2 each, and then the 7th washi is just a standalone. You have your individual days of the week and your date squares, and then your silverware. So that way you can use it wherever you like. The next sheet is sheet B. And this is going to be all of your top 3 priority boxes. You can have a weekend script that you can put on either Saturday or Sunday. You have some circle dots, some icons, a planner, and 7 of the scripts today and notes. Now, there are washi strips to cover these areas, but for the top 3 priority box, there is no washi for it because I sized it to cover up the word top priorities. So that is sheet B. Then we have, just like in the large daily, we have sheet C and sheet D. Whereas it's 4 deco boxes to be able to go down here in the daily gratitude section. And even though there's only 7 days of the week, you can use the extra box in your dashboard or you could use it in your journal. And if you just don't like one of the clip arts that I put on the boxes, then you ain't got to use it. You're all good to go. So this is sheet C and sheet D. Okay. So that is almost the last one. I thought there's more. Okay. So this is sheet E. You get tons of little icons. You get your little workout dumbbells. You get your credit cards. You get some wonky arrows in both directions. And you get some steps. And you get a recycling truck, a scale, and a Happy Meal. You get 7 of the words important to do. And, yeah, on this one, 7 of important and to do. Then you also get church, pay bills, day off, order stickers, no school, 2 errands, 2 appointment, planner time to buy, payday, and laundry. Okay? And then that is, and this washi strip is to go along the bottom here for the word notes. Okay? So that is sheet E. Then sheet F is all of your labels. So there will be for your 1 hour spaces, and then your half-hour spaces, and then like housework type icons and a birthday. Okay, so that is sheet F. And last but not least is sheet G, and it is 4 matching washi strips for each day of the week to cover up this section for the checklist, this section for your hourly schedule, down here where it says meals, and over here where it says daily gratitude. So you have enough for 7 days of the week, and they match the headers and the longer washi, so you're good to go. So let's go ahead and take a look at what all this looks like. Exact same kit in the daily section. All right, so let me flip it back. Take my Winnie the Pooh page flag off. Here we go. Alrighty, guys. So here is where the washis are. Now I did 1 page in one type and 1 page in another. If it was my personal planner, these would reflect each other. I would probably make them matchy-matchy. I'm kind of like that, but you know, there we go. So here is your top header washis with the day of the week and the dot square for the day itself. Your top 3 priority box. Here's where all 4 of your washi strips are. You see the wonky arrow does fit in this, excuse me, in this little like time section. Your circle dot fits perfectly just below and just above the top and bottom line. This is how your scripts are going to fit in your lines. They are not going to go over your line, guys. They're fitting in there very nicely. So then here's how your icons are going to look. Icons are dealer's choice, however they came out and however I think they look good. So they are a bit bigger than a line, but they will fit in an appointment label, as you can see. Here's your daily gratitude boxes. Here's that long bottom washi for the note section. And here's how your silverware works. It always goes just a hair above the line. So I really think that this turned out cute. I think it's just enough deco and decoration, and then you have plenty of space once you put in all the elements, actually, just like 1 or 2 labels and all the elements, you know, the washi, the longer washi, header strip, top 3 priority, daily box. I mean, if you literally put in all of that, look how much white space you have. You have plenty of room, you guys. It's very functional. It's super cute, but you have lots of room to be able to write out all of your important plans. So that was the goal with redoing most of these kits, was not to just size for the new neutral planner. It was literally to give you something very, very cute and pretty, but be able to really use the planner, because we all say we want to plan, but to actually refer to it, want to, it's cute enough to where you want to open it up, you want to decorate it, but you still have really a lot of room to be able to put in your plans. Okay, so that was the daily. So let's go ahead and look at the daily hourly. I'm going to skip past the notes, the whole beginning part, because it does not change planner to planner. You know, it just doesn't. So here is a look at the daily hourly kit. Now this is by far one of my most popular kits. I have people now who will be ordering it in large, 7x9 and A5. So this is a kit that literally, if you're needing something that's not on the sheet and you can't find an add-on, I want some emails, I want some messages, I want to give you guys what you want. This seems to be one of the most important and most popular planners in my shop. So up here you got your washi area, and I have strips for those. You have this long, nice open box. It used to be 3 individual boxes, but now it's just all one box. You have over here where it says my day, and this is an hourly. I did not make an hourly strip. I'm going to be having add-ons to where you can just put the number you need to over this right here. And it's going to be offered in just black and white. It's just going to be a white square with a black letter, so that way you have tons of it left over for every single week. If you want to get it every time you get a kit, you know you'll always have the numbers you need. That way, if you want your day to start at 9 a.m. over here, but let's say you woke up late, you need it to start at 11 and you didn't even plan today. Let's go ahead and get it started at 11. You will be able to retime this the way you need to. Down here is your gratitude area. This says work to do, home to do, and a to-do list. So it's the same way. It depends on how it falls at the end of the month. As to if you get 2-sided notes pages, you see what I mean? You get it only on the back side of this one, but on this one right here, you get it on the front and the back. So that's a look at the hourly daily. So let's go ahead and look at the kit. Sheet A is going to be very much like the daily. You're going to get your 7 washi strips that go across the top. You're going to get your individual days of the week and your day squares. And then you're going to get your silverware. Okay, so that's sheet A. Then it's the same thing as the daily in the large and the daily hourly in the large. You'll get 4 of these long boxes to cover this area with some cute little matching clip art from the kit. Plenty of room to still be able to write what you need to and not fall off each individual box. One long box will cover it, and you will have plenty of space to, it doesn't matter how long your sentence is or your note or your idea, it should fit in this box. So this is going to be sheet B and sheet C, okay? So then we have sheet D. Sheet D is all of your washi strips that go down here in this gratitude area. So you get all 7, and then you also get the 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 washi strip areas right here on this sheet as well. Okay, so you get 4 of all 3 of those options. You get 2 days worth of these 3 types of images. It'll be different for every kit, and then you'll get 4 for like day 7. You'll get 7 of the important scripts, 7 to-do scripts, 7 today, and 7 notes. You get 6 work scripts, 2 day off, and 7 gratitude with a payday. Okay, so that's sheet D. Sheet E is for those of my people who love to ask me for labels. So you have plenty of labels. And if you need more labels, this will not be offered as an add-on. Literally, if you need extra labels, just pick up an extra sheet E. Okay, I'm not going to size these planners, the dailies, for extra labels. You'll just need to purchase extra labels in the actual listing for the kit. So you get basically like a 1 hour box and a half hour box in the 4 colors of the kit, and then some circle dots. Okay, so that is the kit, guys. I try to keep it super minimal. I mean, if you don't want to use washi or have the scripts, you're good to go there. I mean, if you really don't even want to put that top box in, I think you could just get away with sheet A, and then it's dealer's choice on what you want for the rest. I mean, maybe you don't want the scripts in the washi. Maybe you just want that box and the header. You're good to go. All right, so let me go ahead and show you what my kit looks like in this planner. So let's get the Winnie the Pooh post-it note. I just actually did only one side of the page. I wanted to show you that the top header strips go very nicely line to line. They do not go over. I gave you very generous sizing on this, so you don't have to stress and freak out. And it is one complete box. The only thing I will say is that on this kit specifically, in the large, the 7x9, the A5, since they do have those lines there in the middle of that box to separate it out into 3, you really might want to do some white out there. You just might want to take your whipper, and white it out. So then I went ahead and mix and match the washi here and put my scripts on top. Wanted to show you that the scripts fit very nicely in the line. So does the 1 hour box, the half hour box, and the longer washi strip here. And of course, this is what I'm talking about. It'll be a square for your add-on for the hourly daily, but see how it's going to cover your number. I'm going to size a rounded square with just a black number so you can re-time your day. Okay, so that's a look at the hourly daily. All right. Ooh, 2 down. Okay, the next one's kind of quick. This sheet did change. Let me go ahead and show you. I cannot find where I did print it out, but I'll show you what changed on it. This is very much like the notes and days, except it's called the weekly overview. Okay, so you basically get this side as like the notes and days situation. Actually, let's turn to one that's not shaded out. This one's shaded out too? Good Lord. Okay, here we go. So you have your Monday through your Sunday, and then you have a to-do list, a grateful for, a note section, don't forget. Basically like the hourly, daily, and the daily. You get the best of the hourly, daily, and then you just got a week, so you don't have 7 pages back and forth. And I really like this planner layout. I'm like stuck between this and notes and days, but notes and days is the one I went for this year, but I do see this one happening in my future. I really do. So you got your weekly priorities, your to-do list, my week, don't forget, notes, grateful for, and then Monday through Sunday instead of Saturday and Sunday down here. Okay, so that's a look at the weekly overview. Let me go ahead and show you the kit I designed for it. Okay, so you will get your Monday through Sunday as your washi strips. The larger washi strip over here is designed to go right up in this area. So, and then you get 3, 1, 2, and 3. I'm sorry, these 3 as your washi strip. That's the way it was. Then this would be your grateful for box, and then you'll get a excuse me. Is this the right one? Hang on, I don't even know. It is. So you would get your box for your long washi strip over here is in this as well. So when I went, let's go ahead, because I'm confusing myself. Let me show you what I mean. When I set this up, I realized, yeah, I want to change something. So you see how there is 1, 2, 3 areas right this minute, okay, that are brown? Well, I changed the sheet to give you 4. Okay, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, and down here where the circle dots are is another one, and your circle dots are actually moved up here. I moved these around just a little. You didn't lose any of this. You didn't lose anything on this sheet. You just gained an extra one of these washi strips to put in here, and you gained a third of one of the washies. And it's the washi, and it will be on every kit, that's larger, and this is why. So you've got your larger one over here for your header, correct? Then I used one of the washies on the strip, on the long ones, regular size, for down here for the notes. Then, of course, I have a header here in this design, so I wanted it in this design over here. The thing is, though, is I'm the type of person, so I got A, B, C, D, right? I'm going to want to go A, B, C. I'm just weird. So I got 3 of these washi strips on this page now for you. So it'll be 1, 2, and then there's a third, and then there is a number 4 to go right here where it's not on this kit. So I'm sorry, I don't know where I put it for my print and cut. I did fix it, and then I reprinted it so I could show you, and of course I lost it. I'm sorry. So this is a look at the weekly overview. But I think everything looks really, really nice. I mean, as you can see, the lines do not go over. You got your individual days and date dots. It's nice sizing on the grateful box, so it's not going to, stress you out. And then there's your top priority. And you even have the word priority if you want to put it on there, So that was a look at the weekly overview. So let's go ahead and look at the notes and days since we were talking about it. So this is the notes and days. It's just going to have a long box for you. You got 2 washies, and you got, 2, 4, 6, 8. You get 9 washies on this one. And then you get some scripts, your date dots, your individual days, and some icons along with your silverware. So this is what the notes and days looks like. Now this is what I chose for me in the sub by 9, and in the large, and it really works. So it's just like the weekly overview. Okay, and it did change because in the colorful, Saturday and Sunday are over here. So if you don't want, the reason I did individual scripts on them is in case you don't want to use the weekend. This could be a wide open notes area for you, and this could be like miscellaneous. You could just get a custom script in the cursive. That's what this one is listed at in the shop. So if you're ever wanting headers to go in some of the larger washi or washi type areas, choose the cursive option because it will match your kit. So you could just use Monday through Friday over here and then just, get a custom that says important, miscellaneous, whatever you name these sections. So then you get the 2 washi strips that would go here, and of course the large box, and then the header strip for up here. So let me go ahead and show you what the kit looks like. So it's just a 1-page kit. In the large, it had to be a page and then just like a little one, but it's only 1 page for the 7x9. So here's where the washi strip is, and then I put it in the middle over here. And then you've got this right here that matches the bottom, then these two, then these two. You got what I'm saying? And then these fit perfectly, and you have scripts for it. So the icons fit really nicely. Silverware fits nicely. I think it's a really, really cool planner. I would see this, when I saw this layout, to me, this said pre-plan. Make sure that if you're going to be doing a video or you have things coming up, pre-plan in this planner, and it's like your master planner to set up all your rest. So that was a look at the 7x9 neutral notes and days. Okay, guys, 4 more, y'all. 4 more. Okay, so this is going to be, what is it going to be? The Plum Paper 7x9 me layout. I have this in the large. That will be my planner this year. I have it in 18 months. And I have, I'm going to be using it for social media because I think it's just awesome to write out Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Etsy, Shopify, whatever you need to do. You can section the whole thing out. And the way I set up the kit, I really like it so that if I don't have something planned for Friday, I have something ready to work in that area. So you have this nice sidebar over here. You have your days of the week. This is where you would have to buy customs, you guys, to name it what you want. There is no way I'm going to name this, Jim Bob, Sarah Marie, Tara Mae. No, no, no. Everybody's going to have different things for these sections. That's why if you're using this planner, most likely that's the reason why you chose it. So this is super, super customizable. Order some scripts. I got you going. So the kit for this one is going to have 2. It's going to be sheet A. This is going to be your sidebar element right here. Your habit tracker, a full box, and your long sidebar. Then you have enough of these little strips to be able to put in here in whatever color arrangement you want. I mean, seriously. You get 3 of each color of the 4 colors. So you get 12 of these little labels to stick in here however you want to. I mean, 2 red, 2 blue, mix it up, rainbow, it's up to you. You've got your days of the week, and these are pre-printed on there for you. You don't need to put down anything but your date squares. So you have your Monday through Wednesday for right here, and then your Thursday through Sunday right here. You have some silverware, your rounded squares, the script this week, the script habits, 8 little individual checklists that you can stick in the lines. They will be in the add-on section. You have labels that will fit for 2 lines, and then labels for single lines, and then my favorite new thing is the little squiggles. Okay, so that is sheet A. Sheet B is 2 washi strips. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. When you lay down the washi strip over here, this is the way I was doing. I was sizing it perfectly for this line. Believe it or not, and it didn't matter what page I flipped to or anything. The washi strip on this side is actually a little bit longer than the washi strip on this side. I don't know. It just is. So what I did was I gave you long strips for the side of the page, and you just lay them down and you tear it. Because if I had sized them perfectly, you guys, I don't know which washi strip you're going to take off the paper. So that means that we, hang on 1 second. I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize for the interruption. There's a lot of reasons why I've been absent this week. It was my brother, and right now, anytime he calls or sends a message, I stop what I do and I check it. Okay, so like I said, I don't know which one of the washi strips that you would pull off first, and you'd be like, May, you screwed up, it don't fit. It actually is because you might have pulled out the shorter one or the longer one. So what I do is they're matching. They're way longer than when it needs to be. So you just, with your slice tool, or I sometimes I do it with my ruler, I just tear it off the side. So, and then You have 7 full boxes with some deco in it. You have 7 checklist boxes, and then you have 4 open, boxes for what you need. So let's go ahead and look at this kit. This is the 7x9 me layout. Excuse me, let me go ahead and take my Winnie the Pooh off. So as you can see, I put down the washi strips, and when I realized it, you can tell I changed it, but the kit is right when it hits the shop. Here's where I laid down those little labels, and I went rainbow style. This is your sidebar. It is literally flush. There is no space in between the sidebar. The reason why is because when you look at the actual sidebar itself, that was where I was testing. Excuse me. Okay, so there is hardly any space between the words to do and where the bottom of the calendar will be. And we all know that sometimes there's an extra line on the calendar. And then, so what I did was I just made it flush. So get your washi down, start, and then just go. You're all good to go. So here is your sidebar. This is the word this week, and then I put habits like in between the checklist and the sidebar on there. They fit nicely. These are your individual checklist circles. They fit inside the lines very, very nicely. Here's your box for your checklist, your single label, perfectly in the line, your full open box, and then your box and your double line label right here, and your little squiggle. So in this one area, you could put a skinny label, squiggle it, and then, I'm sorry guys, I'm just addicted to the squiggles. So this is the 7x9 me layout. Okay? All right, let's get into the next one. All right, so the next one is going to be the 7x9 neutral plum paper horizontal priorities. Okay, everything in this kit had to change. The sizing totally changed for this one. For the vertical priorities, it just needed a little tweaking. But other than that, the horizontal priorities from the colorful to this one is not going to work. If you have the, excuse me, the Plum Paper Weekly 7x9, the A5 Plum Paper Weekly A5, the A5 vertical priorities, and the 7x9 vertical priorities, you're going to be fine with whatever kits you already have in your stash. They should all work fine, even in the neutral. There is one little change I made to the weekly section, and I'm not going to be showing it in the planner in this video. I'll show you what the sheet looked like and how it changed, but it was just an aesthetic thing on sheet A that I changed, but other than that, the kit stayed completely the same. Okay, so the horizontal priorities, however, that's a different story. That kit is not going to work. So here is sheet A. You'll get the habit tracker for over here. You'll get a full box that goes in this area. The full box for this area is over here. You get open labels to go across these two lines to say priorities and to do today. You get labels that will fit perfectly in this area. You get some icons. You get 7 priority, 7 today, 7 to do, planner time, goals, errands, and important. And this is, sheet B. So then sheet A, like I said, is this habit tracker and the full box for your calendar. And then it's also got this long box right here, much like the hourly daily, to cover this section right here. You have brush strokes to be able to put over the days. And then, of course, your date dots and skinny lines, washi, in case you want to cover these up. Like if you have the colorful, you might want to cover them up. Wonky arrows, a few more icons, and a weekend banner that I put down here. So let me show you how this kit, sheet A and sheet B, looks in the horizontal priorities. So we got our Winnie the Pooh flag. All right, so like I said, I put the weekend down here. Okay, this is how the brush strokes look. Over here, I used the skinny strips in case you don't want to use the labels. Maybe you ordered the planner to say in these sections exactly what you want, and you don't need these labels. You want to use these labels like as part of your planning for the day. Here's how your icons will look. The label fits perfectly. So do the scripts. I gave you generous sizing on this. It's not overly generous, but it will work without stressing you out. Here is your full box, and then your habit tracker. That's actually a little bit more generous, this box is, than that one. But, I didn't want it to go past these lines over here. So, when I laid down this kit, I noticed, let me see if I can zoom you in. Let's really get in here. Will it let me? No. Anyway, there is that teeny tiny little bit right here that's off. And you see right here in the middle. I have resized it. It goes right to the end. Believe it or not, that little bit of stuff right there drives me bananas. I can't handle it. So this is the hourly day. I'm sorry, the horizontal priorities, and that's sheet A and sheet B. And it uses, other than every single script, the silverware, and the wonky arrows. I mean, I literally used everything, except I didn't put the day of the week on the number 3 right there on the Sunday, but you know what I mean. So I think it looks really cute. I think it leaves plenty, even if you use these labels and use the scripts to, say what your priority in today or important or whatever it is that you want to put in these labels, and write out your main 3 or main focus for the day, it still leaves a lot of white space to be able to get your whole day planned, your whole week. So that's a look at the horizontal priorities. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay. So now we're going to look at the Plum Paper vertical priorities. Like I said, the kit really did not change. Let me see. Hang on. Dun, dun, dun. Let me pause and find it. Okay, so this is the way that the kit was before. I did do some changes on it. Like I said, the sizing was fine, but there was a couple of things that irked me and I wanted to tweak. So in this area right here, I took off these 3 boxes. I just didn't want that. If we're doing it in the hourly, daily, and we're doing it in the horizontal priorities and the notes and days, why are we going to make it all weird in the vertical priorities? Let's keep that theme going. I think it's super clean, looks really nice. This does not look near as attractive as an open box with a little clip art on it, you know what I mean? So I changed that. The 3 squares are gone. It'll be a solid color, just like, in the hourly, daily, the notes, and the weekly overview. This right here, the daily strips to go, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they're a little tight. So I sized them down a little. As you can see, these fit, no worries. And then right here, you have your habit tracker. This area got shrunk a little, and so did this one. So, okay, let's go ahead and look at what the kit is. Because when you look at it, it's just literally, guys, other than a teeny bit of tweaking, the kit that you already have, if you have them, is going to work perfect. So here's going to be sheet A, and there's that box I'm talking about. That looks, I'm sorry, it just looks so much better, I think, than the 3 individual boxes there. It just does. So you've got your full box for here, you've got your open box, you've got your strips to go ahead and put your individual days of the week on, individual date squares, checklist, a habit tracker, this box right here, checklist, and that's sheet A with some circle dots. Then you have like your 3 priority, an open box, some single line labels, and some double line labels, and a few triple line labels. That's sheet B. And then sheet C is some full boxes that would go like in this area down here. Some more of the assorted size labels, and then even 7 stitched labels. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at what this kit looks like in the planner. So, come on, Winnie the Pooh. All right. So here's a look at the hourly day. The Plum Paper vertical priorities. So you can see where it got shrunk down. There's just a little bit of spacing underneath of it. See how your checklist, they work perfect. Down here is your full boxes. And this is what I was talking about. I went ahead and do the new kit when I cut it. Actually, this would be better. You can see there's that teeny tiny bit of spacing. Not anymore, my friends. I got it fixed. It works perfect. So every single one of them is going to fit just like that kit I just showed you. In the back, that's where I did the labels to double test. So this is a look at how your vertical priorities can look like. It's still got your Saturday and Sunday in one column. That's the main reason why I won't use this planner. It's a very popular planner, but it's just not my deal. I really don't like Saturday and Sunday stacked, but that's just me. So everything does fit. Everything looks great. And so that's a look at the 7x9 vertical priorities. Okay, guys. One last kit. This is actually my Plum Paper. I went in and took my cover off my other one. I only got a 6-month. I got it from January. Whoops. I am upside down. I'm like, what am I doing? I wanted 6 months. I won't be using the January in it, most likely. I got it from August to January. Okay? And I got it in the neutral. And I don't want to show you what kits look like in this because I have not done any Plan With Me videos, even though it is August 5th, and it is driving me nuts. But I just didn't think it was fair until I showed y'all what I came up with for all of the planners before I was allowed to play with my pretty stuff. I know that sounds weird, but it's just the truth. So now that I've shown you the 7x9, y'all, and the large, I'm going to be playing with my planners, y'all. So here's the kit. Now, the washi strip page stayed exactly the same sizing, the whole deal. Checklist and labels. If you never picked this one up before because you didn't really use it, you're probably going to want to start buying this one now because there was a change on the sampler. So here is your checklist and labels. They did not change, the exact same sizing. Then you have your full boxes and your functional boxes, and they should work, no worries. But the change to the sampler is you get 7 of these boxes to go across the bottom, and then you still get everything else on the page stayed the same. I kept those first 4 labels, moved them down to over here. I moved the 3 larger boxes that I always put deco in up here, and I gave you 7 of these and the 4 color options for the week. And I'll show you why. Let me turn to a blank page. Actually, I don't think I've even put anything in my planner yet. When you look at the weekly section now, yeah, this is where I tested it. So as you can see, I tested with one of my normal kits. Everything still fits. It's just this area down here is so weird to me. When it's in the neutral, it just looks so much different than it did in we call it colorful. So I designed those boxes to be able to go down here in this section. And that's probably where I'll use my deco freebie and add some deco, but they're going to look like this down the bottom. So you could put your silverware here. You could put those new $2 Tuesday breakfast items, whatever you like. In the A5, they're going to be a little too large for that area. But if you're using a box like this, they should work. So you've got your days of the week, Monday through Friday. Everything's fine. It's just the sampler changed to give you 7 boxes to go across the bottom. You could put a script here that says what you want. You could write in notes. This box is very dealer's choice, honestly. You could make this box be what it needs to be. Okay, so that was the only change to the 7x9. If you want to see how they actually look, I'll put into a planner. Check out any of the Plan With Me's on my channel. This shows you all the basic sizing, and the Plan With Me video I'll be putting up this week will show you just the minor change of these boxes along the bottom. If you choose, because I have an add-on coming on for washi strips that you may not even want to use those labels. You might want to use my new little washi. So you guys, that was a look at all the 7x9 planners that I purchased. The only 7x9 kits I didn't show you was the 7x9 Faith and the budget kits, and they're getting a little bit of a makeover, and when I get them done and ready, they'll be on here. So I hope you enjoyed all the 7x9 neutral planners and you like the kits. If you guys think I left some stuff out, the only way I can put it in now, or the only way I'm willing to put it in now, is an add-on. Shoot me a message. Let me know what you need, what you want, what I forgot. And let me know what you think of the kits, guys. And so until I see you for another video, y'all have a nice day. Bye.